It's Week 10 of the NFL, and we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Bengals and the Seahawks on Monday Night Primetime.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here on Monday night. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the second-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
And, Mike, when you look at Will Levis, he has a lot of the physical qualities from a talent standpoint that you're looking for in a franchise NFL quarterback. He got some invaluable experience last year as a rookie. Now it's just a point, can he put it all together? Take those physical qualities, wrap it with some consistency. If he can, Tennessee might have a guy for the future. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. Got it with Smith and Jigba. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Levis. He'll get this complete to Walker. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his...
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. 454, Mike. Here's Levis. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. So that brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Anytime you cross the 500-yard threshold in a single game, Mike, you're clearly doing something right. They did not have an answer for him or this offense at all last week, and now it's up to this defense to see if they can cool off this hot arm. The good news, they've had all week to watch and come up with a game plan to take away some of the areas that he had success in last week. To accomplish something like that against this guy, it's going to be a lot easier said than done.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that'll wind up incomplete. 0-0 on the clock. The 1st quarter has come to an end.
On 2. Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That touchdown number 30 on the year. One shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league.
On, Mike 49!
They go play action with Levis. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
49, Mike 49.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bengals offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And take a look at the early projections for the MVP award. Most people say his numbers now are good enough to at least be on the short list to take home the hardware. If you look at the stats, it's hard to disagree.
Here we go.
2nd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
On 1, right? Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Burrow here on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Burrow. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
That's caught. Trey Palmer. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start. As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
From the gun on third down, here's Levis. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Gesicki, the man in motion. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Second down throw for Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. And a nice game, getting this to about the 23-yard line. A first down throw for Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. The production has been sensational early on. Mike McDonald, not a huge fan of that last call, and he will throw the challenge flag.
Under review.
Addish. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Come on, ready? Here we go.
On second down, Burrow again. This one complete to Burton. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. first half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's 3rd and 7. Burrow to throw. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Now, Burrow. That is hot. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. From the gun, it's Levis. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Jordan Love, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud. Excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open,
Here we go.
that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
That's taken in. And he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
Gun.
To throw is Burrow. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as it's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as it's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
He'll complete it to Barner. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Hey, Mike 13, Mike 13.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. Stop.
Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Higgins sent in motion. 2nd down. Burrow. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. 1st down and more inside the 20.
Here we go.
And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bengals are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback. will come out to the 30-yard line.
Like 46.
Levis to throw it here on first down. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Like 24.
To throw is Levis. A hit, and he has lost the football. And the defense has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. We'll try and hurry to the line here. Burrow here on second down. That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. The defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. Now, Mike McDonald, not a huge fan of that last call, and he will throw the challenge.
Play is under review.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
On 1, right?
Good job so far by the defense protecting
Here we go.
the short field. Now it's third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10.
Hold on, like 90.
To throw is Levis. This one complete to Palmer. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Like 13, like 13.
Here's Levis to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
Let's go now. Ready?
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Go!
Into the secondary at the 45. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.